This is gonna be one big trial and error, so bear with me, please. Welcome. I want to start a YouTube channel because I have a mental health blog. And I feel like I kind of want to be able to talk face to face instead of just writing. I think a lot of people intake information in different ways, so I thought it would be kind of fun to incorporate a YouTube channel with my blog, and that's kind of what my goal is to do. I have my computer right here. I have some questions that people have asked me, mostly a lot of my friends, because they are my biggest supporters. I love you, my friends, so much. Thank you for supporting. But yeah, I guess I kind of just want to let you guys get to know me in a more like you can see me kind of basis instead of just reading what I write on my blog. I feel like, yeah, people intake information in different ways, and I know that I do like to read, and then I do also like to watch video. I guess we can get started with some questions. How was Choose You created? So Choose You I created it in 2017, so a few years ago, because I was struggling a lot with mental illness. I have anxiety, and I suffer from depression, not as bad as my anxiety, which I am grateful for. Well, I kind of wanted to create a community and be able to speak out about things that a lot of people go through and suffer through, and you know, be able to share experiences together, not just my experiences but other people's as well. I just think it's important that people know that they're not alone, because I know that that's one thing that I really struggled with, is that I thought I was alone through a lot of situations, and it's the worst feeling ever. No one's experiences are, you know, identical. Everyone has a different experience, but together I think it's easier to work on things as a team and get through things as a team. And I mean, it's hard for people to talk about these kinds of things, which is like so normal that it's so hard to talk about. But I wanted to be a voice that could make a change in the world that we live in, because I do think that mental health can be silenced sometimes, and people don't take it seriously, or it's just not a topic maybe covered enough. And so I wanted to be someone that is part of the topic, that can talk about it, so that people know that you're not alone, you are able to relate to things that I go through, and not just in like a relatable way, but like in a real life way. I guess like everyone goes through things differently, but at the end of the day we have similar situations, and we sometimes think that we're the only ones that are ever going to go through that or ever have gone through it. So it was created to create a community of people, anyone in the world, anywhere. Ever since I've created my website, created my blog, I've had people from literally all over the world, and I live in Canada, so that's a very neat experience for me, and it fulfills something in my mind that, you know, everyone everywhere struggles. Like, no one is perfect, no one doesn't struggle, everyone does, and a lot of the time it's, you know, situations that are relatable and that can just be easier to go through when you know other people have gone through it, and you know that you're not alone and that you have a support system. And I just think it's a very important topic to cover. So that's the main reason why I created it, because I went through a lot of things and I wanted to have a voice about it and let others know that you're not the only one, and that you know that somebody is always there for you, whether it's a community of people or whether it's me, whether it's your friends. I just need people to know that there are people there for you. What are my plans for Choose You, my blog? to get more people involved, more people sharing things. Anonymous, of course, anonymous is always an option. You know, not only does the blog help people that I write for and, you know, the outside, but it also helps me when people give feedback or share their stories. It's all kind of like a back and forth thing. Just like a community that I really want to create and have people, you know, continue to have support no matter what you're going through. Started this YouTube channels to continue to grow the community and to continue to support and put out information and share experiences, and you know, so that nobody feels alone. So that's kind of my goal at the moment. I would say that, I don't know, I hope that it can become something big, because I do want my voice to continue to be out there in the world, and it's something I'm so passionate about, and I just want to help people as much as I can. When you're having a bad day, what helps you get through it? When I'm having a bad day, something that helps me get through it, there's many things that help me get through my bad days. It kind of depends, you know, what's going on, what the situation is that's making me have not the greatest day ever. One thing that I really like to remember is that nothing lasts forever. So like, whatever you're going through, it's not gonna last forever. It's eventually gonna come to a halt. So you have to remember that, you know, this feeling or this bad day is only temporary. You really have to kind of get into your head and get into your mind and, you know, self-talk and positive affirmations. Actually, I learned one of these things from one of my friends. I think it's the 5 senses. So touch, smell, hear, see, and taste. The taste one I don't always incorporate because it's not always easily able to incorporate in it. So you basically ground yourself. So I learned this from my friend, and then I did group therapy for a while, and I learned it in group therapy. So it's grounding yourself with your 5 senses. So in the moment of having an anxiety attack or just having a bad day in general, you just want to ground yourself. So what can you see? You can name a million things you see. You can name one thing you see, which goes for every sense. So what do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What can you touch? And then if it's like, if you can incorporate the taste, you can do what do you taste. You want to ground yourself during that, just to know that you're safe and you can see and hear and touch and smell and taste. It just is quite therapeutic, I find. Another thing for a bad day to help me get through it, making sure I set aside time for myself, whether it be, you know, reading some of my book, doing some self-care stuff. I actually have a post on that, because you know, self-care isn't always just like taking a bath and putting a face mask on. It's other things too. But if I'm having a bad day and I need some, let's say, TLC instead of self-care, so maybe a face mask, a hot bath, that kind of thing, making sure that you make some time for yourself, think of things that you can do to kind of uplift your mood a little bit. Counting your successes during a bad day is actually a big one for me. So getting out of bed is a huge one. That's a big success. Even just sitting in bed, putting your feet on the floor. Like, it's little things like that that you want to pay attention to that create a bigger success in the bigger picture. And so it's important to pay attention to all of the little things as well, because they all add up. So like getting out of bed, sitting outside, like getting out of your house, eating, drinking water, brushing your teeth. I don't know, for some people it might be like doing your hair. Just kind of have like a pat your back mentality, like, okay, I got out of bed, I brushed my teeth, I had a giant glass of water, I got out of my room. Like, it's just little things like that actually are so important and become so important when you add them all up together, because then it motivates you to want to get better during your bad day, or want to get better, you know, no matter what. What is the most exciting thing you've experienced? I think the most exciting thing I've experienced, I don't know, that's a hard question. I don't know. I think falling in love. I think that's got to be the most exciting thing I've experienced. It's just exciting to know that, you know, you're in love and someone loves you back, and having endless support, like just constant support and love, and, you know, I'm gonna get all giddy from this. I don't know, I kind of always went for a certain type of person, which is why it never worked out. And then my boyfriend now came around, and he wasn't the type of person that I normally went for, and so I kind of had to kick myself in the butt, give him a chance, and it was one of the best things that I ever did. And I did it out of fear, which is another thing that I like to live by, is, you know, do things out of fear, because you're not gonna take a next step staying in your comfort zone all the time. Not that a comfort zone is a bad thing, but it can be, and so you kind of want to push yourself and have fear kick you in the butt a little bit, but also, you know, get yourself to kick the fear to kick you in the butt. Tell us about your mans. Okay, I guess I'll answer those questions while I am on the topic of him. So my boyfriend's name is Daniel, and he has the biggest heart out of anyone. He is so kind, and he is so sweet and so thoughtful and so supportive. I really found someone that supports me, that accepts me for me, that is willing to work on life together, and, you know, through any ups and downs is steadily always there and is willing to work on things. I don't know, I just can't say I've ever met anyone like him before. He's, again, the opposite of anyone that I have ever gone for, and he just is so full of love, and he just wants to make me laugh all the time. Yeah, I just love him a very, very, very lot. I think that this video has kind of provided a little bit of a get to know you, which was my goal. So I hope that you kind of know where I'm going with all of this stuff, with my blog and with this YouTube channel, and I hope that you guys enjoy the video. And I definitely need ideas and feedback. Again, this is a little trial and error, so feedback and more questions and ideas and comments and whatever, I welcome greatly. I welcome greatly. So thank you guys so much for watching. I guess we will continue on this journey together, and I'm so excited for it, and to connect with new people, to continue to connect with people that I'm connecting with. And I just want to say thank you to my friends for the questions, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy your day today, and I will see you next time. We're gonna X that one out because I can't speak apparently. Then's the wedding. What's that? I'm doing a YouTube video for my blog. Do you have, can I be in it? Oh my god. Hello. Don't act like a goof. This is my sister. Okay, yeah. What?
I look so much more tan than you.
That's because you are. Okay.